Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about system calls in operating system in a simple way. Okay. So what is system calls? See, basically system calls are how a program requests a service from the operating system. Okay. Like program run in user mode, which means they cannot directly access hardware or system resources. Okay, that's where system calls come in. Okay, so they act as a bridge between your program and the OS kernel. Okay, so basically whenever a program wants to do something like read a file, write data, or create a new process, it asks the operating system using a system call. Okay, now you can see key points of system calls. First one is acts as a bridge between user programs and OS kernel. See, they act as a bridge between user programs and the OS kernel. Okay, then provides controlled access to hardware. Then ensure that programs perform operations safely without crashing the system. Okay, now we can see types of system calls. First one is process control. So basically these system calls let us create, manage or terminate processes. Okay, example is like fork means create a new process, exit terminate a process, wait for a process to complete, and exec execution replace a process with a new program. Okay, like think of opening a new tab in your browser. Okay, that's like fork. Okay, and closing the tab, that's exit. Waiting for a video to load, that's wait. Okay, then file management. Basically these calls are used to work with files, opening, reading, writing or deleting. Okay, example is open, read, write, close, unlink. Okay, so imagine using notepad. Opening a file means open, typing and saving means write, closing the file close. Now device management. Okay, so basically these calls let programs access or control hardware devices like printer, disk or keyboards. Okay, example is like read, write, IOCTL. Read means read from a device, write to a device, IOCTL control device setting. Okay, like think of printing a document. So basically your app cannot talk to printer directly, it uses a system call and the operating system handle it safely. Okay, then information maintenance. So these system calls let programs get or set system information like process ID, time or alarm. Okay, example is like get PID alarm time. Think of setting an alarm in your phone. Okay, so the app asks the operating system to start the timer using a system call. Okay, then communication. So these calls allow processes to communicate with each other. Okay, example is like pipe, SHM, get, MSGSND, then RECV. Like, imagine two friends passing notes in class. Okay, so one writes MSGSND and the other reads RECV. And pipes are like sending data directly between processes. Okay, so basically, how system calls work. A program requests a service via system call. CPU switches from user mode to kernel mode, and the OS kernel executes the requested task. Okay, and last one is CPU switches back to user mode and returns the result to the program. Okay, real life example. See, imagine you are using a text editor. Okay, you click and save. The editor cannot write directly to the disk. Okay, it makes a system call. So basically the operating system safely writes the all data to the disk and returns control back to the editor. Okay, so system calls are the request programs, okay, make to operating system to perform important tasks like process management, file handling, device access, and inter process communication. Okay, okay. That's it for today's video. Thank you.